Pelvic floor movements. Let's get more in touch with our pelvic floor and know how to contract it, relax it, and lengthen it. Think about my shoulders. The pelvic floor will contract, relax, and lengthen. And you should be able to move that pelvic floor and be able to know how to coordinate it with different things and be so in tune with it that it's like, oh yeah, I can do that. Now, you've heard of Kegel exercises, but Kegel exercises don't fix everything. And what happens with some women is we're working on tightening, and we don't know how to relax. The other thing that happens is if we don't inhale and then exhale, we can't get a good contraction. Remember, when you inhale, that diaphragm comes down, which pushes that pelvic floor down just a little bit. And then you exhale, pull up and in. So we've got to know how to coordinate this pelvic floor with daily activities. What about when you cough, laugh, sneeze? You want to be able to tighten it just before cough, laugh, and sneeze. Otherwise, the downward pressure, the abdominal pressure, will cause some leakage. Or if you go to lift or stand up, especially in your second and third trimester, and think about postpartum when you're lifting your baby and the pelvic floor is weak. If we're not pulling up and in, the pressure comes down and you can have a prolapse or incontinence, or you can even have some discomfort in this pelvic area. So you need that bottom part of your core. So thinking about zipping up. So let's do this right now. Inhale and exhale and zip up, which means lift the pubic bone just a little bit, tighten the pelvic floor, and you'll feel the abdominals tighten a little bit, the transverse abdominis. And if you're looking at your belly button, the belly button should pull in just a little bit. Now, I'm not talking about sucking in your belly button. That's not what I'm saying. But coordinating this area, especially when you're pregnant, you will see that belly button draw in. But it's got to be the pelvic floor TAs zipping up. So if we talk about zipping up before you stand up, it's inhale, exhale, zip up, and stand up. Inhale, exhale, zip up, and lay down. Same thing when you're sitting back up. Those are the things you want to think about, the zipping up. Don't forget your pelvic floor. Don't leave the pelvic floor on the floor. It's very, very important. And this is just coordination. But the more that you're thinking about this, it's great to give you more support. And again, in pregnancy, you're needing some extra reinforcements. Before pregnancy, you were able just to function and not think about this. But now, because of the uterus growing and the baby growing and the pressure and the joint laxity, this is all really, really important to think about.